Good morning. Just trying to make sure this my second device is connected to the correct internet, so I don't get stops and drops here and there. So I just wanted to hop on this morning again and talk about the Feel Great system and answer questions for anybody who has questions. I know there are a lot out there, and it's exciting because this system really works. So good morning, everybody. I keep forgetting to put a description up there. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just hopping on this morning to talk about the Feel Great system and what that looks like, and answer questions if anybody has questions about it. So, if you're on, do you know what the Feel Great system is? Are you new to this? It's completely changed my life. I lost 50 pounds doing it. I wish I had a picture of me up. I should find one. And it's changed the diagnosis of diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia for me, and it's just created a great deal of goodness in my life. So I'm going to get started here. Well, maybe I will. All right, here we go. Okay, so the Feel Great system is just really about getting simple and incredible results. It's 2 food products, and why we're doing this is because only 12% of American adults are metabolically healthy right now. That means that a good percentage of adults are really struggling with things like their weight, which can affect your heart and your uh, mood and a ton of other things. So, along with this, insulin resistance and this metabolic disorder increases our risk for cardiovascular diseases. And we're seeing an increased instance of obesity in children in the US especially, and it's at an unprecedented rate. It's just insane what's happening with our kids these days because of this thing called insulin resistance. So really, we're looking at the fact that heart disease remains the number one killer, and diabetes and dementia are now in the top 10. So 9 of the top 10 diseases that are causing death are preventable. So if we look at this, the only the one in blue right here, number 6, is the only one that's really not lifestyle related. But every other cause of death on this page is lifestyle related and can be prevented, and most of them can be tracked back to insulin resistance. So what is insulin resistance? Well, if we look at insulin resistance right here, and I talk about it a lot on my page, you end up with things like these skin tags on your body. Most people don't realize they're insulin resistant. So we have these few clues that can tell you if that may be an issue for you. So you may have an inability to lose weight. You're constantly hungry. Like I was, you could be craving salt and sugar all the time. Those are cues that something's going on in the body. Migraines and aches and pains. I remember a time when I was full of pain and just felt like I couldn't do anything. And I was so fatigued that I would have to take a couple of naps during the day. And it was really messing with my self-confidence because I felt like I was lazy, but I wasn't. You also get this upper abdominal obesity, like is shown in this picture right here. Um, so you can be thin and still have insulin resistance. Hi, Ian. If you guys have questions at any time, stop me, ask me. I'm really here to share some knowledge, answer questions, and help people get better. So ask away. If at any time you need to know more about anything, if I can help, I will. Don't know why I'm stuttering today. So some other cues are you're tired after eating, you just have those cravings, your cholesterol can go up, you feel bloated after eating. I know that like I would have this energy crash after eating, like I would eat and I would just feel like my body temperature dropped and I needed a nap. Those are all cues that you're having some insulin resistance going on. So again, if you're having the hunger, the difficulty losing weight, and a higher body fat percentage, those are all cues of insulin resistance. So what do we do? Well, there are some solutions out there, and you know, one of them is calorie counting. Calories in, calories out does have um, validity. But when I say it's not the only factor, I'll get into some of that in other talks, but it is not the only factor. There's a lot that can affect the amount of calories that you have coming in and going out besides just what you're eating. And that's what I'm talking about. So you can help these with things like keto, intermittent fasting is IF, meal replacements. You could go to weight loss clinics, boxed meals, meal plans. I know a lot of people who've had hyperbaric or bariatric surgery, and then they're right back where they were. So this is what happens is you go on a diet or you try one of these things and you get some success, but it's not sustainable. And you end up right back where you were. And so then you start and you try diet number two, you get a little success, you fail again. And then all of a sudden, you're starting to feel like a failure, like nothing you do is working, like there's just must be something wrong with you. Well, what's really wrong is that we're relying on willpower. And that's just for most of us not going to happen because of today's world. We have the modern food environment that's constantly sabotaging us, and I'll get into that in a minute. And then you have all the stresses from your work and family, and we are so much more busy now than ever. Our stress level is huge right now. So trying to balance work and family and the demands of all of them and all the things that you think you need to do are causing stress. And then that causes decision fatigue. You're just so tired. Like my own daughter, I love her dearly, but I know sometimes she comes home and she's like, I'm just too tired. I don't want to cook. I'm going to grab something on the way home. And so you just grab the quickest, easiest thing because you're already so tired and you just can't fit another decision in your day. And then there is that time issue. All of those things are stretching you thin, and it's making the reasons why you're not having success with weight loss. So I talked about the modern food environment. I want just take a look at this. These are all food companies and these guys. Now think about it. The more that you, I'm sorry, the more that you eat, the more that they make. So they've engineered our food to keep us hungry, to keep us wanting to come back, for it to taste delicious and that we crave it. If you take a look at what foods used to look like, this is a potato before, and now with genetically modified engineering, this is what our potatoes look like now. And then you look up here in the corner and you see carrots. I remember carrots looking more like that, and now they're these huge things. Well, how do they get them so big? Well, they strip out the fiber and they add in carbohydrates and water. So now you're getting loads of sugar, even when you think you're eating healthy, but you don't have the fiber in there to mediate it, to help you regulate all those sugars. And then when you look at what's happening with grains, they're taking your whole grain and they're stripping it down, and they're taking out the fiber even from your grain until you end up with this end result of flour that again has the fiber just taken away from it, and the fiber is what helps you process all of these foods. So what are we going to do? Well, our approach with the Feel Great system is it's just a very easy system that's designed to bridge the gap between where you are, where you want to be, and it's simple. So it's based on two food-based products, Unimate and Balance, and a time-based eating pattern. It's not a program or a diet. It's not diet pills or shakes. I hate those kind of things. This works, and it's just simply adding two things into your day. And those two things are you're going to wake up in the morning and have this delicious tea. You can have it hot or cold. I drink mine cold. It's in my mug right now. And my daughter drinks hers hot because she's a coffee drinker. It tastes like lemon tea. It's satisfying. That tea goes in and makes lots of changes in your body. It starts giving you mental clarity, allowing you to burn fat for energy, and it makes you feel full so that you're not wanting to eat more. And it helps you maintain this intermittent fast that we recommend. Then the second part of the system is our balance. And this wonderful tool. You just mix it up in water. I mix it up in about 6 to 8 ounces of water, drink it straight away, and then you wait 5 to 10 minutes, and then you eat your meal. So again, the system looks like this. You're going to wake up in the morning. Now you've slept all night. You've had dinner and you've gone to bed, and you've probably, if you had dinner around 6 o'clock, you enter your fasting phase about 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock in the morning, you have your Unamate. Unamate does not break your fast. And then that Unamate is going to give you the powered up energy to last another 3 to 4 hours. And all of a sudden, you're at 16 hours of fasting. Have your first balance, have your first meal, prioritize protein at that meal, and then you wait 4 to 6 hours. Have another balance 10 minutes before your meal, and that's it. That's all we're really doing. So if you like to have Mexican food, you eat Mexican food. If you like to have Italian, you eat Italian. Like I'm a big chicken eater, so the majority of my diet is just chicken, fried chicken, whatever chicken, it's just chicken for me. But I get to have what I like. If I decide I want to have a croissant, if I want to have pasta or whatever, I can have that. I just make sure that I'm prioritizing protein and getting that in first. Otherwise, there's nobody telling me I have to eat boiled chicken and broccoli and rice every day. I eat what I like. Um, and then this is what we're going to do. If you start having breakthrough hunger, you're just going to add an extra Unamate in the middle of the 2 meal portions. And it's going to help you sustain that fast and get through to that last meal. Again, the Unamate doesn't break your fast, so it's giving you nourishment, it's giving you nutrients to your brain and your body, and so you're just not feeling hungry. Now, I have a lot of people ask me, well, what about if I want to have breakfast? And some people just feel like they have to have their breakfast, so that's fine. You can have more than one Unamate in a day. You can have more than 2 balance in a day. To start, I would only do the 2 balance because your gut has to get used to it. We'll talk about that in a second. But then that day just looks like this. You have your Unamate first. You go ahead and have your breakfast. Wait about 4 hours. Have your second meal. Wait 4 hours. Have your third meal. And that's it. It's super easy, sustainable, flexible. That's why I love it. If you're going to have breakfast, though, I'm gonna encourage you to start off again with something that's protein, not cereal and pancakes and all of those things. Although if you have a day or two like that, it's okay. A day or two. Now, the balance. The balance is a pre-meal drink that's formulated to provide critical fiber and support. It's not just a fiber supplement. It's so much more than fiber. It gives you satiety. So that just means that it helps you feel full so you eat less. It slows down the digestion of your carbs. It gives you healthy blood glucose levels, insulin levels, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels. In fact, we have a 90-day guarantee that if you're following the system like you're supposed to and eating just a decent diet, that your A1C, your triglycerides, and your cholesterol levels will go down in 90 days, or your money is guaranteed back. But we've extended that to a 90-day satisfaction guarantee anyway. So this fiber, having troubles grabbing stuff here. There we go. So the fiber, really, when you drink it, it's a blend of 7 different soluble and insoluble fibers. So what happens when you drink those is it gets into your gut, and the minute it starts to touch your digestive enzymes, it starts to make this gelatin mass in your gut. So it fills you up, it soothes your gut. I have an acidic gut. It really helps me with that. And I know that I eat about half as much if I take it about 10 minutes before, because I just feel more full. And the crazy thing is that it's not just the nutrients that you're getting in, it's not just that you're missing the food or eating less. There's 4 patented products in this blend, but take a look. You have a great profile of nutrients there. So you're just getting good nutrition to your body just from the drink before you even put your dinner or your lunch in your mouth. These 4 patented blends are the Biosphere Fiber, the 7X technology. The Biosphere Fiber is your multi-fiber blend. That's that soluble and insoluble fiber. They studied it for 12 years to get this perfect blend that's going to do what we say it does. And then you have that 7X technology, which is what is going in there and helping you feel full and helping you start that fat burning phase. Then there's the cardio matrix, and that is actually helping boost your heart function. And then that great vitamin complex that I just showed you. So the fibers in this are all real food fibers. And as I said, it took 12 years to come up with this testing, studying, clinical trials that shows that it does what we're saying it does with mediating those carbs and fats in your system. Now, the other piece, this morning drink that you have, I'm going to move this window over. The Unimate. It's like, I used to be a huge water drinker. I still drink a lot of water, but the Unimate is like my favorite drink of the day. It's just, again, it tastes like a lemon iced tea. I have it once or twice a day, every day. It helps you feel great all day. You can drink it at any time. It's not going to keep you up at night. You don't have a crash. You don't get jittery. You don't get all of that stuff from it. And like I said, it does suppress your hunger and cravings because it's allowing you to start using stored fat for fuel. When you're getting nutrients into your body's not cueing you to be hungry because it now has nutrients. So now it can go burn those calories stored as fat and get it off your body. It also boosts your mood, mental, and physical performance. It promotes healthy digestion. So yes, if you drink it hot in the morning, it's going to have similar activity as coffee. And we go through this process of to make it high quality, and we purify it so that it's free from contaminants and pesticides. And that process looks a little like this. We grow the plants in a specific area in Argentina. They're hand-picked by farmers. These are not mechanically picked leaves. The farmers know what they're looking for, what plants are the best for us to utilize for this product. Thank you, Jules, or Julie's. Thank you. I mean, I get so excited about this just because it's made such change in my life, and I know that what I'm putting in my body is amazing for my body. It's just changed the whole landscape of my life, and so I get a little excited about it, and especially when I get messages like the ones I was getting this morning from people who are getting results now. But let's finish this up. So after we've picked it, we do a fire roasting process because that helps release the components in the plant so that it's bioavailable for you. It's kind of like spinach. Most people will eat a lot of raw spinach thinking they're doing their body good, but what most people don't know is that if you're not cooking the spinach, you're not getting all the iron and stuff out of it because it has to be released. Same thing with this plant. Then we're just taking it to an extraction process where we're taking all of those good components, all of that food product, and just leaving the other pieces that are not nutrient based, and we're extracting that, and then we concentrate it down. And once all of that's happened, and now we have a product that's about 300 times more potent than just one single glass of the tea if you were to get a bag of it and boil it. We then take it to a facility in Sweden where they have this process called Hyperpure. And through the process that they have, that's what allows them to take the contaminants and pesticides out of this product. So unlike most teas and coffees on the market today, you're not getting all of that in your system. You're actually getting something that's really good for you. Yay, tea! I noticed a difference in my first like 3 days to a week. I was like, what is this stuff? I was so skeptical when I started, and now like I think I will never ever ever stop using these products because they're just so good for you. So there's a couple of tips, and I might change this a little bit because one of the things I want to talk about is that I would like you to, here it is. I would like you to focus on healthy oils when you're cooking. It's huge for your body. So yeah, tea. I'm like, it's what, 11:30 here, and I'm still just drinking my tea, and I'm not even really hungry. I probably won't eat for a couple of hours. I'll go to the gym first, and that's that. But I'm going to encourage you to use healthy oil. So that looks like avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and yes, I use real butter. So just think about it. If it's a fruit or a vegetable or so, and you can't squeeze it and get oily substance out of it, don't put it in your body because it's not really a healthy oil. So that's my one caveat besides this beautiful presentation that's been put out for us. So, and if you have questions about any of this stuff, and if you want to say what were those oils again, or what do I do, just reach out to me because that's what I'm here for. I love helping people. I love people getting results. I love people feeling as good as I'm feeling. So that's just insane. But so I'm going to encourage you to eliminate fruit juices and sodas. You can have sugar-free or diet soda. And I know there's controversy about that, but if you have to have something, have a diet soda. I try to just stick with my tea because I know I'm putting in all those amazing nutrients. Um, and as I said earlier, you can use that Unimate to replace snacks. And I take this mug with my Unimate in it to the gym with me every time I go. And then prioritize protein. So protein is going to look different for everybody. I would suggest that you get about a fist size of protein in each meal just to make sure you're getting enough protein, because most people are not getting enough protein, and it actually can impede things like weight loss and your healing. Julie, I want to hear you guys' story. You want to type in there what's going on with you, because I just want to know. Um, and then I'm going to encourage you to take regular measurements, because this is not about weight loss. Weight loss is a side effect. I lost 50 pounds and I feel better than I have in years. But more than that, I've had things like my chronic arthritis is gone, my chronic fatigue is gone, all the discoloration on the back of the neck and the skin tags, all of that stuff is gone. My hair is growing in thicker. I get all these little pokies of hair because my hair is starting to grow back. My glasses, I'm down several diopters in my glasses. And just like I was waking up with leg cramps every day. Um, Deja, thank you. It's been a while since we've talked. We should connect. I think about you often, but it's crazy what it does for your health. So focus on your health. Take measurements, because the system allows you to put on lean body mass. So muscle and bone density is huge with this. You can gain 12 to 13% in lean body mass. So some people are not noticing a difference on their scale because they're swapping out fat, which takes up more volume and space, for muscle and lean mass, which takes up less. So take your measurements, because you may not be losing weight, but you probably and are losing fat and gaining that critical lean mass. So that's super important, and I encourage that for everybody. I'm so happy you're on here. It's been I think ages since we've talked, Deja, and you look fabulous the last time I saw you, by the way. Yeah. So Julie, I didn't really notice any weight loss for probably 5 weeks, and I remember talking to Rav and being like, I'm just not losing weight. Because I had to lose weight for a surgery. Yes. I noticed that too. Even when I go out, I'm always bringing food home because I just never finish my plate anymore. And that's a great feeling. But I think it was, yeah, about 5 weeks when I started to lose weight. And then I had to lose 15 pounds for a surgery. And I went in for a checkup, and the doctor was totally not expecting me to have lost weight. She was like, did the whole eye roll with me in the first surgeon's uh, consult, and then when I went back, I had lost 25 pounds, and she was blown away. She was like, what on earth did you do? And I had talked to her about this program, or the system that I was going on before I started, and she just was like, no, I'm sending you to a dietitian. Well, by the time I got into the dietitian, I had already lost all the weight she needed me to lose for the surgery, and then I lost more. So it's different for everybody. Some people, like Rav, didn't lose weight for about 3 months as his gut was healing and he was getting healthy. And now he looks fantastic. I've seen him in person, and he's just lean as can be. And it's great. Um, I got to get my slides back. There we are. So some of the questions are there any side effects? The biggest side effect I think that I hear from people is just about the gas and bloating when you start taking the products, because your body is just not used to functioning in this way. You're not used to processing fibers, and so it's like your gut is now getting a workout for the first time in years. So it's going to be sore, it's going to be bloated. There are some things we can do to help that. One of them is just drink plenty of water. The other is we can just cut back on the balance for a little bit until your gut adjusts. And even that looks different for people. Like I just powered through it. My gut was pretty unhealthy, but I only really noticed those symptoms for about a week. Some people may notice it for up to a month, but it's a good side effect. It's telling you that your body's doing what it's meant to do for the first time in years. So one of the other questions we get all the time is, how long do I have to use it for? Now, it's and it's a fair question. I get it. So I'm not making light of anyone at all, but I want you to think about the fact that you don't just eat one meal and then say, I never have to eat for the rest of my life, or I can go for a few years, a few months, a few weeks before I have to eat again. We're putting nutrition back in your body. So I use it every day. I will use it the rest of my life because it's that important. Our modern food environment, again, is so jacked up that this is what we're doing now to correct that. And so it is a everyday thing. My computer doesn't want to grab my stuff here. So, and then when will you see results? Again, I just mentioned that it's just independent, depends on each person. And technology is killing me right now. So what makes these products different? I'm just reading your comment, Julie. I think Micah is healing. Right? So I'm going to tell you. I encourage my tribe to write down all of your symptoms, anything that was bothering you, and just write it all down, because it's amazing how much stuff links into insulin resistance, how much stuff just starts to change as we fix that hormonal imbalance, because insulin isn't a hormone in your body. I was so shocked when I started thinking about all the things that I used to struggle with that are no longer there now. So do that. Just make a list for me. Make a list of everything that you were struggling with, and then just commit to taking a look at all the things that are changing. It's going to shock you. So, what makes our products different? We're almost there. Our company has its own manufacturing facilities. We don't outsource the manufacturing. So what most people don't know is that when you're purchasing even supplements from GNC, most companies are having them processed all in the same facility, and then just different labels are being put on them. I've known about this for years, so it's not a shock to me that this is what's happening. But most people don't know that that's what's going on. And so it's really important to me that the fact that this company has their own manufacturing facilities, that they take this so seriously, because now we have control over what our products look like, how they're processed, what's going into them, what's not going into them, all of that. We have several facilities across the world to handle the production of our products, and most companies just don't. They're batch ordering stuff. We don't order from any or source from any outside company. We source from our own farmers. We produce our own products. They're sent through testing to make sure that they have everything in them in the quantities that we say they have, or the product just doesn't hit the market. So again, we have dedicated in-house specialists and scientists. We do have third-party certifications and partnerships, and we have clinical studies with leading hospitals and universities. And that was one of the things that really got me, because I used to work as a medical assistant and worked with doctors that did a number of different things, from hormone up to allergies, is where I know Deja from. And That's super important to me, that there's clinical studies behind these. The products are patented. You're not going to find them or anything like them anywhere else in the market today. And again, our ingredients are sourced directly from farmers. So we take all of it very seriously. The CEO is actually an amazing man who takes this science and bioavailability and just helping people get control of their lives and live better lives. He takes that very seriously, and it's just amazing to be on this team. So again, we're almost done here, and then I'll answer questions. You get a 90-day money back guarantee. If you don't see changes and you're just not happy, you just contact us. We fill out a little bit of paperwork and you get your money back. So we want people to try it for 90 days because that's when you're going to get the best results, and really see what is going on with your body, and what you need is by hitting that 90-day mark. Because again, these are natural products. We're not artificially changing anything in your body. We're giving it the support it needs. So, and then when you order through someone like me, you're getting the lowest price guarantee. You don't pay any more for it than I pay for it. I don't get any discounts other than what you're getting. And you will always, when you order under me, you will always have me to help coach and guide you along the way, answer questions, help with stuff as it comes up. And I think that's important. That's why we do it this way, not because of any reason other than that, again, the company really believes in that hand-to-hand personal connection. And so that's where we're at. And then you get the quality guarantee. Like I said, we have testing processes to just make sure that you're getting a great quality product. So some people do say, that they feel that the product is a little expensive for them. I thought that at first too. Now I realize I actually save money. But there are other ways for you to save money than just the impact on your grocery budget and your eating habits. When you subscribe, you'll save $5 a month on your product. Plus, you get free shipping, which is about $10 that you save. And you get a free product the first time you sign up. And then they have a loyalty program where, like this month, I got a full size product of a new protein that they're putting out, and it's just amazing the way the company takes care of you. The other thing is you can just refer other people, and I walk you through that, and you earn up to $10 credit for every referral every time they order. So you get a couple of people, you get say 5 people, and all of a sudden your product is almost half of what it was. And there's ways to go through how to refer people. If you get on this, if you're utilizing the system, you're having great results, and you're starting to want to refer people, just contact me. I'll go over with you how to do it, how to tell people about your story, and make sure that you're making it clear to people how good it is for you. So the other way you can do it is to become a partner like I did, and then you make $25 from every referral every month, and that's in perpetuity. You get that, comes in forever as long as they're ordering. So our mission really is to help 1 million people feel great, to get control of their bodies and their lives, and that is something that's so important to our entire team, and we need help. There's when I look at the amount of people in the world today, there's just more people than we can each serve. And so we need people who are happy about their results, who know what's going on with this, to be able to help and influence their family and their tribe, so that their tribe is getting the great results that we're all seeing. So I'll get my windows back up and straightened around here. So that's about it. I know there's tons of stories, and I am so happy. I really want to hear what's going on. T and Julie, what's going on with you? Reach out to me. Let's have a conversation, because I really seriously want to know all the things that are happening for you, and I want to keep up to date on what's going on. Ian, did you have a question that I missed? If so, just ask a question. And I'm going to hang out for a few minutes. If anybody has questions, I'll answer them. I just got text from a woman this morning who was much like I was. She was in pain, and so she wasn't going anywhere and doing things. She had children, she has grandchildren, and she just felt like she wasn't able to interact with them in the ways that she wanted to. But now She's been on for about 1 month, and she's out dancing. She's taking dancing lessons. She's added more to her social schedule. She's dating again. It's just crazy the ways that this changes, besides just weight loss. It just changes your life in amazing ways. I know it has for me. Um, Again, I had diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia, chronic fatigue, uh, arthritis. I can't even. I had neuropathy. I was had edema. My feet were swelling. I had vertigo. My eyesight was failing. Just this cavalcade of stuff that I just felt like my life was no longer the quality that I wanted it to. But now I'm out doing things. I travel. I get to go do whatever I want. Basically, I'm back in the gym. I'm lifting again. I used to be a world champion power lifter, so when I had to give that up because of the pain and everything, that was pretty devastating. But the system has changed all of that, and all it is those two simple products that you're taking at 3 points during the day. So, does anybody have questions about these? And this is actually what it shows up like. You get the products, you get enough for 30 days of each, so 30 of the Unimate, 30 60 of the Balance, and the Balance has the oranges by it because it tastes like an orange creamsicle, like a kind of a watered down creamsicle, but they both taste great. So anybody else have questions, comments? Because otherwise I probably will hop back off and see you guys another time. And I appreciate everybody who joined in today and hung out. And, you know, you can ask me questions about anything too. I love to share. So, all right, guys, I am going to take my rear to the gym now and go get that workout done because, yeah, I have lots of hiking and stuff I want to get done this year. So I got to keep my legs healthy. Julie, thank you. Let's connect. Okay. Have a great day, guys. We are all in different time zones and from all around the world. So, yeah, I would have to support what Stephanie says. I just turn my ringer off at night so that it's not going off if I'm not wanting to hear notifications coming across. Um, it's really hard for everybody to guess what time zone you might be in or what part of the world you're in and try to mediate their posts and need to get their posts out based on that. But we do want to be as mindful as we can to each other. I'm fantastic. How are you doing? How can I help you with the Feel Great system? You can still start referring people utilizing your uh, number. If you don't know how to do that, just let me know and I will help you. and then you can still start getting credit on your product. And those people will remain under you when you're ready to start a franchise. It will just convert from $10 credit to a $25 check for each person that you refer.